Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Barrel of oil just hit $80, and I think that's very significant. And the reason why I say that is because I've done some videos. I actually believe that oil was going to be hitting $80 back in the fall, and it's obviously taken a lot longer. But the point is that it is getting more expensive, which is leading to higher fuel prices. Now, something I think is very important is to go back to 2007 to 2008, where we started to see the price of oil rise, and it sent the price of fuel higher. It actually sent it to an all-time high in our nation's average in 2008. And by the early summer of 2008, there were already banking pressures, already mortgage issues with the MBS debacle, but it was the rising price of gas that really woke people up. And the reason why I say that is because we started to see semi-trucks pulled over on the side of the road because they simply were not making enough money because of the cost of fuel to make money on their loads. They started pulling over and saying, we're done. We started seeing fuel surcharges everywhere, but really it was Main Street USA that was feeling the biggest pinch. You see, there was obviously a boom in SUVs back then. It was pretty amazing. And people were paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars extra per month to do their normal everyday driving. And that was pulling so much money out of their monthly budgets. So what happened is they started to curtail their spending. Now we see a time way worse than that. And it's not being an alarmist. It's called the truth. There's some people out there in YouTube land that go, oh, you're spreading FUD. I'm like, no, it's just a fact. If you don't like it, you should go find yourself a safe space, suck your thumb, and I'm sure there's some awesome videos of kittens out there that'll make you feel happy and normal, but the truth is the truth. Right now, fuel prices are bumping all-time highs, which means people have less money in their pockets to spend on things like vacations and Netflix subscriptions and things like that. So they're going to start to withdraw, start spending less. But not only that, what is even worse is that food inflation is going through the roof. Not only that, we are coupled with shortages. The facts are this: people are spending more money on food and fuel, just like I said they would be last year this time. In August, I said by August, people are going to be thinking more about the cost of food and fuel than they are thinking about what's on Netflix. Honestly, it has been trending in the news for a while. The thing is right now, like you see the Federal Reserve threatening or promising that they're going to do something about inflation, but they are not. The fact is, the only thing they've done is pulled back a little bit of the aid that they've been giving. That's it. And even that the markets can't handle. So what do? This is the most important thing. We need to think clearly as we enter spring, leaving winter. We need to maybe pull back on our spending. Maybe we shouldn't be going out. I know we want to go out and live life again normal. This 2 years has been too much. But honestly, maybe we shouldn't be spending money on that vacation. Why? The reason why is because we need money saved for even higher prices to come. See, the Federal Reserve, I do believe, is going to actually raise rates, but it's not going to do much because the markets can't take it. And the fact is, every time the fuel price goes up, and going back to fuel, there are news stories out there from big insiders and company CEOs. They said $90 a barrel of oil is just the beginning. Remember, and think about it, the federal government and state and local governments have tacked on all these taxes and fees to the price of gasoline and diesel over the last, 10 years since oil was down low. And the problem is they can't just take that away. Why? They need that money. The states, the local governments, the federal government, they become addicted to that income because they've went out and spent it somewhere else, probably completely in a stupid way. So the problem is these prices are going to continue to rise until something breaks. And what I believe that is the backbone of the American dream. And that is the Main Street USA. The monthly budget is going to be broke. People are going to need to spend money on fuel and on food just to survive and be able to get back and forth to work. So they're going to have to retract their spending. And that is going to cause a deflationary event. It's not going to be fast. It's going to first show up in travel and leisure, subscription-based services, things like that. But then it's going to trickle into other things like retail. And that is going to cause all kinds of contractions. It doesn't happen overnight. It is a step down process until eventually what it leads to is layoffs. The layoffs are the big wave because that only lasts about a few months. and then everybody starts to get fearful. Why? Because even more money is retracted, even more spending is retracted. So as you see the price of oil go up and consequently rising, bringing up the price of diesel and unleaded, I want you to realize that this is the first domino to fall in the deflationary portion of what the Economic Ninja said was going to happen back in June. With that being said, guys, I thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.